Welcome to my RLCraft Dragon Percent speedrun, which is a not made up speedrun. It's real and I got the world record 100%. Dragon Percent is where you kill either a gold or silver protecting dragon in RLCraft. I'm not sure what their actual names are, but yeah, they're pretty hard to kill. They basically incinerate you, and yeah, it took multiple attempts. It took like 10 attempts, so I hope you enjoy. Starting things off on attempt 1, I spawned in a desert with a bunch of these joust enemies fighting each other. I'm not sure what made them fight, but they dropped a bit of meat too, so I went and grabbed that. And then I kept walking and I found this little house in the plains biome, and it had a bed and a chest with iron ingots and an iron hoe. But the iron hoe, to use it, you need farming level, a certain type of farming level, so I couldn't even use that. And then I'm pretty sure after I got the cabin, I went looking for gravel to make flint tools, because that's basically how you start off in RLCraft. You make flint tools and then everything from there. So once you find gravel, you basically get flint, smash it against stone and you get flint shards. Then I'm pretty sure mine sticks off of leaves, or no wait, you mine leaves for sticks, sorry. And then you can make a flint knife, which then turns grass into plant fibers, which then makes plant string. And you can see all of this crafting coming up in a minute. So once I made the axe, I chopped down this tree, and RLCraft has this really cool tree texture thing. It has a bunch of branching out stems, and that tree just falls over, which is I think really cool. I mean, vanilla Minecraft should probably have a new tree system, since trees just kind of float in the base game. Anyways, to make wood planks, you have to place the logs on the ground and then right click with any axe to make the planks, which is pretty cool. It's more unique, and yep. After getting some meat from some cows, I wandered into the forest and I saw this massive leaf dinosaur called an Aerosaur. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He basically dropped Aerosaur meat, but before I could kill it, something kind of weird happened. Yeah, my game just kind of crashed for a hot minute, so I booted RLCraft back up, and we were back in the game, as you can see. Right, and then I continued to kill the Aerosaur. As I said before, it drops some it drops some meat, but the meat looks like some sort of lettuce vegetable thing. And I also dropped this thing called a heart crystal shard. So I looked it up in JEI, and it can make, as you can see here, it can make a heart container, which increases maximum health, and it requires magic level 8, and I have no idea how you get magic level 8, so I just didn't bother with it. As night was falling, it was getting quite dark, and I knew that nighttime was quite dangerous in RLCraft. So I wandered back the way I came, but I just couldn't find my house. I found another ruined little shack, but it just wasn't my house, or wasn't even near my house, sorry. And then I found this stone tower next to this ginormous tree. So what I did is I just kind of got into the tower and just stayed there for the rest of the night. It had quite a large view as well. You can see all around. But yeah, most of the night I kind of just sat in the corner of the tower and played 2048 on my phone until the morning. But in the middle of my little AFK session, these big birds, as you can, coming up, these big birds called rocks kind of just came by and picked me up or something, which was kind of unexpected. I didn't expect some just big, massive, winged things to come out of nowhere and pick me up. So I just went down a floor into the tower and stayed there for the rest of the night. But morning was coming up soon, so yeah. While waiting the last minute for morning, I was getting flint until this bird called a scarlet manticore, as you can see, just flew in and absolutely destroyed me in 2 hits. So that was kind of the end of that attempt, and yeah. For attempt 2, I spawned in and I instantly was spawned next to this destroyed kind of church thing. It had some pigs around it, but what I immediately saw was a gravel pathway, which I was gonna get in a minute. But I just wanted to explore the church. But inside the church was a bunch of just fallen item frames. I'm not even sure how those got there. Maybe they're on the wall and got obstructed by the vines. I'm not really sure. But yeah, anyways, I got some gravel and just did what you have to do at the start of every single RLCraft thing. Just make flint. But in the middle of when I was going to go get sticks, which I didn't realize I already had, some big flying fire bird demon things came out of a flame and started shooting these little fireballs at me, which was, I don't know, you have to expect the unexpected in RLCraft. You can't just look at a flame and then think, oh wow, that flame is very peaceful, it's not gonna shoot a big little demon thing. So yeah, I jumped into the pond and I didn't realize that, I realized that they took damage from touching water, so I just sat underwater, and then when I needed air I went to the surface and just got a little bit of air and then went back down. And yeah, eventually one of them died. He dropped blaze rods and coal and some scorch fire essence, as the other one just died. And yeah, they dropped scorch fire essence scorch fire charges, sorry, as I just said. And I searched them up in JEI, and they can make something called a scorch fire scepter, which is 7 scorch fire charges and 2 blaze rods, which I thought that was pretty cool. But I just ignored that since I knew that I would never get that anytime soon. So yeah. There's also this battle tower that was pretty scary, and then something completely unexpected happened when I was walking away from it. I just get struck by lightning, and then just, yeah, that's the end of attempt 2. I don't even know how I got struck by lightning, but yeah, kind of just happened. On attempt 3, I spawned in the ocean, and there was a lot of this interesting glowing coral nearby, which looked really cool. And yeah, there's also this battle tower, which I definitely wanted to loot later, since it was that battle towers are normally stacked. And there's also the shipwreck that I wanted to loot, so I went down. And something I didn't account for is that you lose bubbles so fast, and then you die in 3 hits of drowning, if that makes sense. Like 3 hearts of drowning. So yeah, that was the end of attempt 3, just like this. On attempt 4, I spawned in this little autumn valley, kind of fall valley place. It has some underwater gravel, so I got that immediately. And yeah, this is actually a really cool biome. They should probably add an autumn biome to Minecraft. I mean, the vanilla game. Because it's actually really unique. It's a unique forest. They should add autumn wood too. That'd be really cool. I made some flint knives and started killing another arrowsaur for some meat. And yeah, once it was dead, which is in a minute. Once it was dead, it dropped his meat, and then I went to get some wood again. This is I just realized I'm on attempt 4, but this is only my second time that I'm getting wood. Anyways, as night fell, or as night was falling, it was getting quite cold, so I found this lava pool nearby, which I thought was a really good spot to make a little house, because everyone knows in speedruns that you have to make a house or else you're gonna die, because shelter is necessary in every survival game, even in speedruns. So yeah, I just started making a little dirt shack, which I think is pretty homely. There were some zombies approaching, so I had a plan. I was gonna quickly just knock them into the lava with a little boost punch, and that plan worked pretty well. And there was another one coming, so just one tap into the lava, and then I went to go get some more dirt. And while I was getting dirt, something kind of mysterious happened. So yeah, once I gathered all the dirt that I needed, I went back, and there was just 3 different lava monsters. One of them being like a little flying lava imp thing, one of them being a giant rock lava monster, and one of them being a lava salamander. There's also an on fire Arizor. I don't even know how. Oh yeah, the salamander was after him. So I punched a salamander and he started chasing after me. And I realized that he's pretty slow. I think I can kill him. So he hit me once and then lit me on fire. So I just ran to the nearby pond to cool down. So I think I should just leave those guys alone for now. So I abandoned my little dirt shack and I was going to swim across the river. But there was a skeleton waiting there. So I tried to dodge him. But when I jumped into the river, he just shot me and ended attempt 4. Attempt number 5 is kind of a weird one. So as soon as I spawned in, I was on this little dark oak cliff, little dirt hill thing. So I saw a lake over in the distance, so I went over to it because I thought there'd be gravel in it. And I didn't really see any gravel, and I instantly got attacked by this little water elemental thing, which didn't even hit me, so I just kind of walked away from it. And then there was this weird little demogorgon looking monster in the lake. It hit me and poisoned me for like 2 hearts or something. And there's also this talking mushroom, which I had no idea how it talked. It just like, yeah, and then it just gets shot by a skeleton. On attempt 6, I spawned in the ocean once again, and I was more close to the coral this time, and it looked really cool. It looked like glowstone. But as soon as I spawned in, I noticed a floating castle, a battle tower, and a floating island with another little castle thing on it. So I devised a plan to go in the castle, loot up, and then swim up the waterfall to the floating castle, and then go to the top of the battle tower and loot the chest at that top, and then that just get a bunch of free loot. But while I was swimming to the castle, I got attacked by this little thing called a Lacedon, or Lacedon, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It kind of just gave me an effect where I couldn't like float. So I ended up drowning because he kept hitting me, and then, yeah, I just kept sinking. Attempt 7 was very quick and short. As soon as I spawned in, I was in the ocean, and then I instantly get beamed by this like sea serpent thing, which was instantly just the end of attempt 7. When I booted up attempt 8, I spawned in the desert, which had more of those joust enemies, and the cactuses looked quite like interesting as well here. And there's a lot of dead bushes, and so I was heading towards the wherever I was heading, and from when I started, when I died on the first attempt from a manticore, another one came back and just ended attempt 9 for a second time. Attempt 9, I spawned on a beach, and I saw this massive sea serpent in the water. So I went in the water to check it out, and it instantly like dashed at me and absolutely obliterated me. Attempt 10. This is the one where I found the dragon and I'm about to slay it. So what I did as soon as I spawned in is I found this little stone tower. So I went in it, and it had didn't even have anything in it. So once I reached the top, I simply just jumped out of the window. Once I mined the glass, I accidentally fell off, but then did this insane gravel block clutch thing, which was pretty unexpected. I'm normally not really that good at this game. Anyways, as you can see the fire in the background, and you can probably see the dragon coming. Yeah, you can see the dragon at the top of the screen for a split second. Yeah, and there he is again. So what I'm about to do here is absolutely obliterate the dragon, or at least that's the plan. So I saw some chests at the gold pile, so I went over to those, and then I found like an iron sword. I think, yeah. I found some loot. I don't think it was very good. But the iron sword, you need combat level 8, so I couldn't even use it to fight. But, yeah. In another chest, I found some skeleton skulls, which is going to be my battle helmet for this fight. So as soon as I went up to approach the dragon, some giant cyclops looking monster thing shot like a water bolt, and then the dragon incinerated me in one flame.